Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. What a day it was today for the NASDAQ. An insane bounce after seeing that fall yesterday due to the Fed meeting. From 8 a.m. lows to intraday highs, almost a 2% move on the NASDAQ, which sent stocks that we watch all the time, like NVIDIA, like Roku, like Shopify, like Tesla, absolutely flying. And the momentum set up some beautiful setups, the things that I watch all the time using the 9 EMA, bull flags, break and retests. It really was an incredible day to trade options today. And in today's video, I want to share with you two of my best trades from today, up about $1,800 on these two trades, ending the day today up around $3,000. All of the trades that I took today were called out live in my Discord chat. So if you guys are watching this from the Discord, congratulations. We really killed NVIDIA today. Some really big movements. And not only that, this morning in the pre-market live stream, if you guys watched that as well, we were calling out a bull flag on the 4-hour on NVIDIA, and today it rocketed through that. So a sweet move today, and I want to share with you some of these trades and show you how I was able to trade some of these crazy moves today on the market. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump into this video. Press that like button before we get into it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more trade recaps, if you want to stay tuned for some live streams, and make sure to press that bell notification so that you guys are alerted every single time that I post. So guys, today was definitely the day of 9 EMA holds, bull flags, break and retest. It was the trifecta trade. I see some of you guys using that term, so maybe it's catching on. But today, these strategies worked beautifully due to the intense momentum that we saw on tech stocks and on the NASDAQ. My first trade on NVIDIA, let's go ahead and pull up the screen here, was using the 9 EMA actually on the 5-minute. So this was the 40 EMA. I have the 40 EMA on my 1-minute chart, and this closely replicates the 9 EMA on the 5-minute chart. It's very close. It's not perfect, but it is very, very close. And sometimes I will switch back and forth, but for the most part, I will keep this 40 EMA on my 1-minute, and I'll go to the 5-minute just to double check and make sure that it is actually valid. Now, I want to give credit to this trade from someone in my Discord chat who I believe is a new member. His name is JAV96. I was on the voice chat right at this time saying how NVIDIA was starting to lose a little bit of steam, how maybe it might be starting to pull back. This was right around this time right here, right where this pullback was starting. He reminded me and reminded a lot of people in the chat that that 5-minute EMA pullback was still very valid and it was still looking very good. And I want to show you where I got into this trade, and it was most likely and very much due to this message that was in the chat. So I appreciate you, JAV96, if you're watching this. Thank you so much for sending that, because that really got me interested in this trade, and it ended up making me about $1,000 on this trade. So here is the trade on NVIDIA. This is the 1-minute. We saw all morning NVIDIA just a monster move. I mean, it held the 9 EMA all morning. If you bought this thing at open, closed your eyes, and just let it ride the 9 EMA, you would have been up probably a few $100%. So a sweet move here, and you can see every time we pulled back to the 9, we bounced off of it until we broke through right here, right? So what I talk about with this strategy, if you guys are familiar, the first 2 candles that close below that 9 EMA usually represents a change in trend. So the first 2 candles that actually closed below it were right here. You can see 1, 2 candles closing below the 9, and that was a clear change in trend right there. But we started to consolidate. And where did we consolidate to? We consolidated right to this 9 EMA on the 5-minute. On the 1-minute, I have it as the 40 EMA. I can put it as the 45, which would make a little bit more sense, but it's not as accurate. So that's why I've tested this, and I have the 40 EMA on the 1-minute, which is very close. If we go to the 5-minute and look at this chart and look at NVIDIA on the 5-minute, what you guys will see, look at this perfect pullback on the 5-minute right here, a perfect pullback to the 9 EMA and a huge bounce off of it. So this is exactly where I got into my trade and how I was able to ride this higher and make about $1,000 on this trade. This 9 EMA pullback right on the 5-minute. So if we go back to the 1-minute, I want to show you where I got into this and why I get into it. So the reason I still like to trade on the 1-minute is because if you trade just on the 5-minute, you may miss a little bit of detail. And when I saw these first 2 candles right here, I saw NVIDIA reclaim the 9 EMA on the 1-minute chart. That's where I got in right there, wanting to take advantage of this momentum to the upside. So let me go ahead and pull up my trades right here. So my first trade was right here on NVIDIA. I bought 5 contracts at 10:58 a.m. 10:58 was right here on this second green candle. I usually wait one green candle to engulf the previous red candle. That's right here. Let me go ahead and delete this circle. So you can see we had the pullback, 9 EMA on the 5-minute. We just looked at the 5-minute chart, so you guys know 9 EMA on the 5-minute. One green candle engulfing the previous red. This green candle reclaiming that 9 EMA. And on top of this move, something you want to always remember is I'm always looking at the NASDAQ futures on my side screen right here. So when I see the NASDAQ start moving back higher, I'm sort of anticipating for NVIDIA, for Amazon's, for Tesla's, all those tech stocks to start moving higher with it. So at this time, I saw this bounce coming in off the 45 or the 40 EMA, which is the 9 EMA on the 5-minute. I saw it starting to bounce. I saw the NASDAQ starting to move, and I went ahead and I took a trade right there at 10:58 right here on this candle. I held this for about 6 minutes until 11:04, which is right here, 11:04. I did get out of it right here, and I took about $1,000 profit, about $2 per contract with 5 contracts. So an awesome dip buy. Thanks to the members in the chat. Thank you, JAV, Jav, however you pronounce it, for saying that, for reminding me that that 9 EMA on the 5-minute was still there. I very much appreciate the Discord chat. And of course, if you guys want to join, there's a link down in the description below. But a perfect trade here off the 5-minute 9 EMA. If we go back again to the 5-minute right here, what you guys will see is this absolutely beautiful bounce right here at the 9 EMA on the 5-minute chart. Got in, took my profits, about $1,000 there. That was the first trade, a very clean trade, the first trade on NVIDIA. Let's go ahead and get into my next trade, which is on Tesla. Real quick, before we get into Tesla, actually, I just realized something. I realized I didn't show you this. I want to show you this real quick on NVIDIA. So right here are 2 flag patterns that you could have traded as well. And I did not catch that when I first was talking about this, so I wanted to throw this in real quick. So you have these sort of consolidation moves lower, and you have a break of this flag right here off that EMA. Another one right here. You can see a nice pullback, 9 EMA hold, a little bit of a flag pattern, and a break higher. And this one really rallied all the way up to 753. So I wanted to show you that real quick, these 2 bull flags here on the 1-minute, so that you guys can just watch this video, learn from it. So those are 2 bull flags, 2 that you could have traded today as well. All right, guys, so the next trade that I have for you is on Tesla. Now, Tesla had a very nice morning, pulled back to that VWAP. You can see a beautiful bounce here at the VWAP line. Started to grind higher with the NASDAQ on the 9 EMA, and we were getting very close to that high of day breakout right around 619, 619.50. So right around that high of day breakout is where I was starting to get interested on this trade. I did get in a little bit early. I averaged into this position, and then I was able to take my profit on that push out of this flag pattern right here, which we will talk about in a second. So my first entry was at 13:33. That's 1:33 p.m., and that is right here on this green candle. I'm not too pleased about my entry. I have to be honest with you. It was a little bit overextended, a little bit far over that 9 EMA. I would have rather started to get in on this 9 EMA, but I did get in because I thought Tesla was going to have an explosive move over high of day. We didn't get that first explosive move, but the reason I stayed in this and the reason I added to it was because we were grinding and making perfect higher lows on the 9 EMA this entire time. So if you guys look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes of consolidation higher, holding that 9 EMA, and I figured it was just a matter of time until we broke out of this flag pattern, and that's why at 13:36, 1:36 p.m., I added 3 more contracts at 5.55 per contract, and that is right here. So on this pullback to 9 EMA, I added 3 more with a total of 8 contracts at an average price of right around $5.56. So I was in there, 8 contracts. I was waiting to see. I was being patient. Can Tesla hold 9 EMA? As long as it holds the 9, I am going to stay in this trade. That's all that I'm thinking to myself while I'm in this trade. If we break below, it's a very easy stop. I see the break, I get out, I move on, and I look for another trade. But if it holds, I'm staying in it. So it's holding, it's holding, it's holding. And right here, we get that beautiful 9 EMA hold and that beautiful bull flag breakout, breaking through high of day and pushing up extremely strong. I get out at 13.45, which is right here on this big red candle. I got out about 14 seconds into that red candle, so pretty close to the high here. We did go ahead and move higher once again, but we started to triple top here right around 621. So I got out at a great time, almost the high of day here on Tesla. And on that trade with about 8 contracts, about $1 per contract, it's a little bit over $800 on that trade. With those 2 trades on NVIDIA and on Tesla, about $1,800. And all that I looked for were perfect pullbacks to the 9 EMA, perfect bull flag breakouts, something that I have an edge for, something that I've been familiar to seeing in the market. And with a day that we've been seeing on the NASDAQ, a strong day on the market, it is more likely for these setups to work when the NASDAQ is having a great day itself. So those are my 2 trades today, guys. I took a lot more trades. I was up a little bit more on the day, but I just wanted to show you these 2 because these were very clean, and I think these were great educational trades, great content for you guys to see how I trade and potentially use these setups into your own trading. So guys, those are my 2 trades on Tesla and NVIDIA. 2 very clean trades using the 9 EMA and using bull flag breakouts. This strategy has been working beautifully in a market that has had momentum. Now, of course, if the NASDAQ is going sideways, if there's no momentum in the market, these strategies do not work as well. And that's when you need that self-control to tell yourself, okay, the market is not very strong. These setups maybe won't hold as well, and these are the days that I need to sit back and keep my gunpowder dry and do not lose money on silly trades. Today, the market was strong. The NASDAQ was up 2%, and these setups were everywhere, and it was a beautiful day to take them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you can see what I was looking at. If you have any questions on this strategy, the 9 EMAs, the bull flags, drop them down below. Ask me in Discord. You can send me a message on Instagram as well. I will be there to answer any of your questions. If you guys have any interest in joining the Discord chat, there is a coupon code LIVE, live, all capitals. It's 30% off your first 3 months. That ends tomorrow. So if you want to join it, go down below. It's the first link in the description. Use that coupon code and come check it out, where we live trade every single morning. We post trade setups, we post ideas, and we collaborate as a trading community. So with all of this said, make sure to press that like button before you head out. Make sure to check out the live streams every single morning from 8 a.m. to 8:45 a.m. Press that bell notification. And thank you so much for 25,000 subscribers. I appreciate all the support, and I look forward to the continued growth on the channel. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.